All right, guys, Shotty T here. We're gonna interrupt our current stream that's going on because we're pretty much doing a recording of the day, a typical day in my account as far as what I do. So that way you guys can kind of mirror that and have, long term success because that's pretty much, you have to be consistent in this game. But we're gonna do a little audible here and talk about game updates. We haven't had any in a couple of weeks, so there was a preview of what the updates were going to be, but didn't really look into them in more detail. But we're going to go over them officially. Now, nothing, I don't think anything stood out greatly, but let's see. All right, so greetings. We got an update. What's new? So, building list has been added to the construction interface, displaying economy and military buildings, allowing for a more intuitive view of upgradable and recommended buildings. So let's see what that is. So I think maybe it's here. Is it this here? Okay. Okay. So basically it's recommending that. So it's telling you what buildings you should upgrade, which I pretty much, I just, through experience on the game, I figured out what buildings I have to upgrade because a lot of these stuff are low. Now the component factory, I'm probably not going to worry about that, but I guess I probably should upgrade that because drone components do add up over time, and that does help your attack. But it's for everything else though, it looks pretty good. And then for military, now I'm not gonna upgrade the barracks because I have to make sure they're staggered because that's for versus purposes. The builder's hut, it doesn't really do much at all as far as decreasing time. Like it does decrease time when you upgrade buildings, but it's so minimal. It's not really worth doing it. It frees up 1 minute at a time. So hypothetically, if I got up to level 30, then it just frees up 30 minutes every time I start a new building. But when you're doing buildings that takes 30 something days, 30 minutes is like, okay, it's not worth the material to upgrade that building. If you guys get my drift, let me go ahead and collect these items before I have this overflow problem. Let's do this too. There's a little bit of a line. Okay, so yeah, but I like it though. It got recommendations as far as what buildings you need to focus on, but some of them you got to make sure that you ignore, especially that barracks one. But I get why they put that there because obviously you want to have more troops to train. All right, so number 2, in the zombie invasion and the doomsday event interfaces, a new display of the distance between monsters and the base has been added. I'm not sure why this hasn't been there since the beginning, but it's there. And we are in zombie invasion event, so let's take a look at what that looks like. Oh, my drill grounds are full. That's a good problems, but they're about to be tested shortly because we do have this zombie invasion event. Okay, so it has 120. Okay, so it does have the kilometers of the distance. Because my troops are low, let me go ahead and start on one of these that's pretty close. Let's do this one. Let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. And we got a leftover dig to the left. Oh yeah, I have to go back and rearrange I did my aircraft attack teams. So I have to make sure that I put my regular squad back together. Who do I have here? Lucius, Carly. Okay, so let me just go ahead and do this. This will help kill some troops, and it'll help me retrain my drill grounds. But that's a pretty cool feature there. That way, especially with the Doom Walkers, if they're far away, you want to try to get ones that are closer to your base. Now, again, this is stuff I figured out on my own. I just click on a random point in the map and look at my coordinates, and I try to find a Doom Walker that has similar coordinates. But the game is just making it easier for you by just letting you know how far away they are, which is fine. All right. take some of the math thinking out of it. All right, so optimizations. Optimize the display of time consumed in the treasure rewards record after excavation completion, increasing the precision of the seconds to hundreds to thousands, so 3 decimal places. So, okay, it's not that big of a deal, but I guess. Number two, the position of the cancel button in the confirm share pop-up interface will be swapped with share and will be adjusted to the left. All right. Not sure what that does from an optimization standpoint, but hey. Number three, optimize the display of the battle data icon in the campaign store. All right, let's see what that looks like real quick. Let's go to the campaign store. Let's click on it. It won't let me click on it. There we go. All right. Uh, yeah, okay. So it looks like the same version that you see on the trains now, because it used to have like a little green, like flat rectangle icon, which is you can see the version of that in that photograph, but it was a green background and it had like just the icon itself instead of like a little box that has a bunch of them in it. So, all right, well, again, this small thing is not going to change anything on the game. All right, but it's there. Number four, optimize the loading speed when switching from the world map to the base. All right, well, that anything that can decrease lag is great. Number five, optimize your animation and sound effects when refreshing your truck. Well, that doesn't help me because I usually play with no sound, but sometimes I like to test it out sometimes. All right, number six, optimize the dynamic effect of the upgrade prompt in the decoration gallery, as well as the display order in the index. Okay. Optimize the display of the private chat interface. You can directly jump to the other party's user profile interface from this interface. All right. Let me see. Let's test this real quick. So let's go to private chat. Let's go to Jace. Click on it. And I don't see anything there. Or is it here? No. I don't see anything different. I don't see anything different from what I see here. Um, uh, maybe it's something more in depth. I mean, I don't really DM folks regularly, so maybe people that DM folks regularly might catch that small difference there. Number eight, the optimize squad button in the armed truck exploration has been removed. Thank goodness, because that really didn't help much. Number nine, optimize the translation text content of McGregor's tactics, unyielding heart, and Morrison tactics, armor piercing, shot skill description in some languages, making the expression of the skill duration clearer. So that just helps with translation there. It doesn't change what their tactics do. It just makes sure everybody can understand it. All right, arms race related optimization. Optimize the display effect of the score acquisitions conditions interface. Optimize the claim prompt for your daily chest. When you accumulate points, your progress bar for today's total score will be displayed. The event interface will be optimized to the picture version of the gameplay description. What they need to do, hopefully, maybe that explains it, is that if you happen to get all 3 boxes in a period and you just forget to claim the box for the day, is that it'll allow you to claim that retroactively. Because, like, if I get 6 boxes earned, they'll let me do the unclaimed rewards for the individual level, the segment. Just let me just show you here. Like, okay, so this does look better, but like what I'm saying is that let's say I open these 3 boxes here. I do enough to get all these boxes earned, but then I forget to convert up here. Whenever this 2.5 hours is over, it'll let me retroactively claim these. It'll say unclaimed rewards, but it'll this will still be at 6 instead of 12. So that needs to be an optimization, because sometimes you got a lot of stuff to do in the game. So why not, if I had it earned, just let me be able to claim it. So hopefully that update does allow that, but if not, that needs to be a future update. All right, so let's continue here. Number 11, Warzone duel related optimizations. After capturing one cannon building, the capture speed bonus for the capital will increase from 25% to 50%. So yeah, because that Warzone duel was kind of slow yesterday, last week. Even though we won, we dominated, and it still took a while just to win the war. So this just makes it not last as long. After capturing one cannon building, the maximum number of unit loss caused by each cannon fire will increase from 1% to 2%. Okay. All right. More units killed for more points accumulated. Adjusted the reward for the Warzone dual points ranking. Players who rank on the leaderboard are now eligible for rewards, even if their score is below 50,000. You still want to open up all the boxes though. You don't want to just do minimal effort because you get minimal results. Bug fixes. Um, wow, fix the issue where you might be attacked abnormally during the preparation stage during Desert Storm Battlefield. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. That's pretty interesting there. Um, yeah, that's sound like some hacking stuff right there. All right, so game season related, added season world tour function in the season memorial hall building, which allows you to preview the upcoming season content and review past season content in advance. Okay. Now I've heard some rumblings about what season 4 is going to look like for us. I think it's going to be water themed. Because season 1 we had the Crimson Plague. Season 2 we had the polar storm, like ice. Season 3 we had the desert, and it looks like we're gonna have water. So let's look at I think this is it. Yeah, Memorial Hall. So this is what this is here. Okay, we'll agree. I got a little disclaimer here. Okay. All right. So yeah. So this is pretty cool. Season 4 not yet available, but it looks like. Let's see if it gives us anything here. Let's see. Yeah. Interesting. Well, we will find out because some of the older servers are just about to start season 4, so we're probably at least another month away before we get to that stage, and nobody knows about season 5 yet. So yeah, it's pretty interactive. Where's the United States? Because this is not the representation of the real globe. I don't know. Where's the United States? Anyway. All right, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll talk to you later.